Hello everyone, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the differences between herbivores and carnivores, because they are two different playables and they have 5 and 4 different playables each category. In the herbivore category we have slower animals, we have animals that need to migrate from one spot to another in order to grow faster, because they follow a diet that is stricter somehow than carnivores, because since 0% until 100% you have to move from one spot to another, and this increase the dangers of not making it to 100%. It's more difficult to grow with herbivores, in a few words. Okay, I need to be careful around this one. I need to sprint. Okay, sorry. It's just you never know. You never know how they react. Probably they are nice. Probably they are not. Yeah, it looks like they are nice. Okay. Now, herbivores are slower. Herbivores cannot run away in case they find imminent danger, and it's way more difficult to grow an herbivore than a carnivore. Now, in a brawl, in a skirmish, in a 1 versus 1 fight, or in any fight in general, generally speaking, leaving tiers aside, I mean stronger tiers and weaker tiers in skirmishes, herbivores are very strong brawlers, super strong brawlers. You cannot actually compete with a TeamFoszor as a Carnotaurus. You cannot, at times it's even difficult to compete as a Utahraptor against a Pachycephalosaurus. I mean, it depends on the situation you are in, and it depends on the terrain where you find yourself, because the terrain around you has a heavy weight in who wins a skirmish or not. Now, carnivores instead, they are fast, they can run away from danger. They are on a perfect diet since the beginning, because from 0 to 50% growth stage you can just eat anything and you will be fine. Oh, you are fine, you are fine. 50% up to 50%, and then if you enter that 50% growth stage with a full belly, you can drag a perfect diet up to 100%. If you are playing with Utahraptor, for example, if you are playing with Pteranodon, as another example, Carnotaurus, you might drag a perfect diet up to 85/90%, and this is not true with Deinosuchus. You will need to eat something else apart from what you have eaten, since you hit that 50% growth stage. So carnivores are easier to grow to a subadult stage, to an adult stage. It's they can run away, they can sniff tracks and alert of imminent dangers that might be around them. I need to sprint. That was not my intention to grab that fish. Trust me, I wanted to go through this spine wall crossing as fast as possible, because it's shallow water and you never know if there is a terrestrial around. Now, so carnivores are easier to grow, kinda. They are not as strong in brawls as herbivores, generally speaking, and they can run away. I mean, you can sniff tracks either to hunt and to alert you of any danger around, so you know where not to go in case you sniff some danger. Also, open parenthesis here, herbivores as well, if they stand still, they can sniff their surroundings and they can know if there is a huge group somewhere around. If you see a flickering star on your compass, now I won't have any flickering star because this is not a hotspot, but if on your compass, on your heading, you see a flickering star, it means that there is a huge group somewhere in that direction. So don't go there, don't go there. That's a global sign for danger. Avoid that spot. Play of game is still playing solo, even though groups are stronger than solo players, but that depends if you are playing with people you trust or not. There is something around. There is something around. I just heard it. I just heard it. So, playing solo, still play of the game. If you are playing with friends, of course, you are strong in groups. Not trusting anybody is still play of the game. Don't trust anybody. If you see someone of your own species, don't go there. Hello, buddy, how are you? No way. They might be playing with with another player that is playing with another species, so they might trick you or they might not, but don't risk it. That's your fault. I mean, that's my fault if I die. It happens to me a ton of times because I trust everyone. Hello, how are you? And then I die. It's me. It's me. So, in short, herbivores are strong brawlers. It's way more difficult to grow them, and they cannot sniff tracks. And well, they're strong brawlers, cannot run away, so if they are in danger, they can either defend themselves or die trying. No run away, no escape routes with herbivores. No running away. Strong brawlers, because they are slow. Come on, they cannot run away, and their growth sucks compared to how fast and how easy it is to grow carnivores. Carnivores, it's easy to grow them, easier than herbivores at least. They are good at running away. General rule, you can always run away in the forest. If you have still some stamina and you run in the forest and you keep running in the forest, you will lose any predator. So kind of safe if you run in the forest. So you can run away, you can sniff tracks. You are not as strong as a brawler as an herbivore, and that's it. You are a strong runner, and you can grow a lot easier than herbivores in this build. Now in future months it might change, but at the moment, similar tiers in a brawl, carnivores can easily escape, and herbivores can easily win such brawl. Let's put a Stegosaurus with a Deinosuchus. Stegosaurus is superior by riverbanks, by shallow water, by prairies against any Deinosuchus. Any Deinosuchus that fights any Stegosaurus that is not swimming in water, any Deinosuchus in that position will lose. But it takes longer. It takes longer, even though the perfect diet takes 5 hours, either for both Stego and Deino. For both Stego and Deino, with a perfect diet, virtually it takes 5 hours from a 0 to 100% growth stage. Now, in practice, it's way easier to grow a Deinosuchus, it's way faster. So if it doesn't take 5 hours to grow a Deinosuchus, it will take 6. But it won't take 6 hours for growing a Stegosaurus. It's gonna take a lot more, at least 7 to 8 hours to grow a Stego. So it's kinda balancing the fact that Stegosaurus is superior to Deinosuchus, even in certain situations where you might disagree, like by riverbanks. When that Stegosaurus is swinging its tail whip below water, and it gives you like 2000 points of damage to your Deinosuchus. It kind of sucks, but keep in mind that it's way more difficult to grow Stego than Deino. If we keep instead in mind both Carnotaurus and Tenontosaurus, Carnotaurus can always run away from Tenontosaurus. Almost. Well, always. Yeah. 1 versus 1, a Carnotaurus can always run away from a Tenontosaurus, if such Carnotaurus has stamina left. Now I'm considering like everything full in this case scenario. So Carnotaurus can always run away from Tenontosaurus. Tenontosaurus cannot run away from any Carnotaurus. And in a brawl, in a 1 versus 1, Tenontosaurus will mostly all of the times win against a Carno, and they belong kinda in the same tier. It takes 2 hours and 15 minutes for Carnotaurus to grow to 100%, and it takes 1 hour and 45 minutes for a Tenontosaurus to grow from 0 to 100% in a perfect diet, in a perfect environment. It's impossible. we know it. So it takes usually a little bit longer than these virtually perfect diet times. Utahraptor and Pakis, same thing goes with them. Paki cannot run away from a Utahraptor, although I consider Utahraptor an asterisk tier in here. Because of its maneuverability, it's really strong if the server performance is great and if the game is perfectly optimized. I got a jump scare from that from that Pteranodon. So Utahraptor for me is an asterisk, but if I had to put Utahraptor in a tier, it belongs to the Pachycephalosaurus tier, kinda. So Paki deals 200 points of damage with a headbutt, inflicts fracture. If you get fractured by a Paki, it's already game over. Instead, if you get some bleeding on yourself because of a Utahraptor, it's not game over just yet. You still have some hopes to fight, you know. Same thing goes here. Paki cannot run away from a Utahraptor. Utahraptor can run away from a Pachycephalosaurus if it doesn't get its legs fractured, that is. It's kind of a situational fight, this fight, to be honest, in my opinion. Then we have Driosaurus, Ipsilophodon, and Pteranodon. All of these playables can be assigned a tier, probably Pteranodon with Driosaurus, and Ipsilophodon is like a very little tier that has a very important, that is very important in strategic fight. If you have an Ipsilophodon on your side in a mixed pack group fight between everything, it might be actually strong because you can blind your enemy with Ipsilophodon, but Ipsilophodon, although very squishy, can run away, cannot put up a fight properly. Well, that's all for today. It was just my talking about herbivores and carnivores, the differences, in my opinion, that we have at the moment with the current build. Keep in mind that in future all of these things might change because of plants get scattered differently, because nutrients get scattered differently, because there is more artificial intelligence, AI, because there is more nutrients are scattered in a different way, because of growth times have been changed, because of bite forces or HP of different playables have been changed. But for now, herbivores are strong brawlers and carnivores are easier to grow, plus they can run away easily, compared a lot easier than herbivores, just because of their speed, assuming your stamina is full. If your stamina is not full, well, that's on me. If my stamina is not full, it's on me. I just depleted it all just to run from one spot to another, and then voila, I am that unlucky to find a big Deinosuchus that wants to cannibalize me. What if I had full stamina? I could just easily run away on land. Each playable has its ups and downs, you know. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If any of this information was useful, please consider subscribing my channel and share it. And thank you so much again, and have a great day. Say bye-bye, little dino. Bye-bye.